warning. Do not watch alone. Part 1. My dad spent 15 years tending to the tree in our backyard. I just cut it down, and I don't think it was a tree. I don't know where else to turn. I can't talk to my mom about this. She's already a wreck. I can't talk to my dad because, well, he's the reason I'm writing this. I did something and I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was saving him. But now the house is filled with a silence that is so much worse than the screaming I wish I could hear. And I see the look in my father's eyes, and I know I've made a terrible, terrible mistake. I need help. I need someone to tell me what to do. Part 2. We live in a nice house, a big yard, a picket fence, flower beds my mom fusses over. It was a normal, happy place to grow up, until the tree. 15 years ago, I was 10. My dad came home one day buzzing with energy, holding a small, wrinkled paper bag. "Look at this," he said, showing me a single gnarled black seed the size of a pigeon's egg, covered in faint spiral patterns. "It will grow into a great tree, a king in our yard. It will protect us." We planted it together in the center of the backyard. It was one of my last purely good memories. Part 3. The tree grew fast, faster than any tree has a right to grow. Within a couple of years, it was taller than me. My dad built a wooden fence around its base, as if designating a sacred space. No one else was allowed to touch it. Over time, the garden around it died. Roses withered, vegetables shriveled, the soil turned barren. Birds and squirrels vanished. Even our dog refused to set a paw in the shadow. And my father changed. He quit his job, spending all day on a bench beneath its branches, talking to an unseen presence. Part 4. In the last weeks, he rarely came inside. His skin grew pale and waxy. His eyes held a serene, vacant glow. The tree was eating him alive, and he welcomed it. I couldn't watch him waste away. One night, I grabbed my dad's axe. Under a full moon, I stepped into the tree's shadow, a pit of unnatural cold. I swung the axe again and again. Each strike sounded wet and heavy. Dark sap oozed like blood. The smell was coppery, metallic. With a final, desperate scream, I felled the tree. Its crash shook the ground and shattered flower pots. Part 5. I knelt by the stump. I shone my flashlight into the wound. It wasn't wood, it was muscle and sinew, human tissue woven around a core. Embedded in the trunk was a torso, the curve of ribcage, the shape of spine, pale preserved flesh. I had cut it in half. Real blood still poured from it. "Burn it," a broken voice whispered behind me. I spun, and there was my father, eyes sunken, grief etched into every line of his face. "Burn it now," he said, and together we piled the branches and trunk and set it alight. Part 6. The fire roared, sending greasy black smoke into the night. By dawn, only embers remained. The tree was gone, but so was whatever held my father. Now he's back inside. He eats, he sleeps, but he doesn't speak. He paces, staring at the empty yard. His haunted eyes follow me, and I know I'm the monster. I destroyed the thing that consumed him, and in doing so, I destroyed him too. Please, if anyone knows what that was or how to save my dad, tell me. The silence in this house grows louder every day. Share your craziest theory in the comments. Bye. See you soon.